Never the sky's the limit. I've seen footprints on the moon. Growing up in a small community, many people think you don't have very many opportunities. I'd like to share with you a little bit of information about my childhood, my hobbies and interests, and my future goals. And by doing this, I hope that you understand how growing up in a small community doesn't have to affect the types of dreams and goals and different experiences you can have. Hi, my name is Randalee Karboviak Watson, now that I'm married. I was born in Bemidji, Minnesota, and then when my parents were done with their college education, we traveled a little while so they could do the rest of their student teaching, and then we moved to Lancaster, Minnesota. Lancaster is about 9 miles from Canada and 10 miles from North Dakota. It's a small little town with about 356 people, and I graduated with 15 people in my class. Growing up, I only went to one school. Elementary school, middle school, and high school are all in the same building. And I involved myself in every possible activity. I just really love people. But you can do that in a small town because there's not a whole lot of other things going on. So, there is only 1 or 2 sports per season that you can get yourself involved in. Now that you know a little bit about my background, I'd like to share with you some of my interests. I really love the outdoors. I think growing up in northern Minnesota couldn't have been a better spot for that. We only did have one man-made lake that was usually pretty green all summer long, but besides that, we camped and fished and hiked, and we always tend to make it down to some of the nicer lakes down in the Brainerd Lakes area once a year at least. Now that you know a little bit about my hobbies and interests, I'd like to share with you my future goals. My ultimate goal would be to open up a women's and children's health center here in Bemidji. I'm really passionate about women's health, and I really feel that this area is in need of something like that. I love public health in general, and I'd like to definitely be an advocate in the community for sexual safety and education in adolescents. I really feel that sometimes, again, people don't understand the opportunities that there are out there, especially living in a small community, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody can understand how important it is to still dream and still, have goals and try to aspire to reach all of them, because just because you weren't maybe exposed to them when you were in your small community doesn't mean that they're not out there and they're not completely obtainable for everybody else.